Welcome to the April 2024 Growing Chatham podcast. I'm Tiffany Hancock for North Carolina Cooperative Extension, Chatham County Center. Let's not waste any time. Let's just get started. Here we go. We are pleased to share that Emily Wyant has taken on the 4-H agent role, previously serving as our 4-H program assistant and volunteer coordinator. Her new role has created an opportunity for a 4-H assistant and volunteer coordinator position. If you are interested in pursuing this career path, please check out the latest Growing Chatham newsletter for additional information and the application link. The Chatham County Spring Ag Fest on March 23, 2024 was a success with a great crowd in attendance in spite of intermittent rain throughout part of the event. The Spring Ag Fest is a celebration of Chatham County's agriculture, forestry, and natural resources. Visitors enjoy over 60 indoor and outdoor exhibits highlighting local farms, farmers markets, sustainable agriculture, agricultural support and advocacy, agribusiness, beekeeping, livestock, forestry, green industry, wildlife, conservation, and much, much more. Visitors enjoyed watching several events at the livestock arena, including a parade of breeds for beef and dairy cattle, a dog herding demonstration, and games for the kids. Visit Cooperative Extension's Growing Small Farms website to see photos from this event. The link is available in the General Updates section in the Growing Chatham newsletter. Just visit go.ncsu.edu/Growing Chatham 424. We are moving on to some 4-H summer camp news. Chatham County 4-H is offering both day and residential camp programs once again this summer. We are excited to offer these fun educational learning opportunities for youth in the community, and thanks to the continued generous support of the United Way of Chatham County, we will be able to provide need-based scholarships to qualifying families as well. Summer camp season is quickly approaching, so check out what we have to offer this summer. Registration for Chatham County summer camps opens April 15th. To find out more about our summer camp offerings, just visit the Growing Chatham newsletter. Chatham County 4-H Achievement Night Recap. Chatham County 4-H had another successful achievement night to celebrate all the great things the 4-Hers did in 2023. With about 70 people in attendance, 4-Hers and their families had the opportunity to look back on their past accomplishments and be recognized for all of their hard work. We are so proud of all of our members. Nance Family Meat Goat Leadership Institute. The Nance family feels a strong commitment to the development of our future meat goat industry leaders. They would like to give each youth who is willing to work hard and go the extra mile an opportunity to pursue training in leadership. The Institute is designed to equip young people with the necessary tools needed to become an effective leader. Additionally, youth will be challenged to take the skills acquired at this event and put them into action in their home counties, districts, and at the state and national levels. You can click on the link in the Growing Chatham newsletter to access more details and the application. Coming up April 9th, 16th, and 23rd, it's a 4-H photography workshop on Tuesdays from 3:15 until 4:15 p.m. for ages 9 and up at North Carolina Cooperative Extension, Chatham County Center, 1192 U.S. 64 West Business, Pittsboro. You can learn more by clicking on the link in the Growing Chatham newsletter. 4-H North Carolina State Horse Bowl and Hippology Contest Update. The Chatham County Horseketeers participated in the 4-H North Carolina State Horse Bowl and Hippology Contest on March 9th. In the Horse Bowl event, a team of juniors and seniors emerged as champions. In hippology competition, both a junior team and a senior team competed. The junior team claimed the reserve champion title, while the senior team secured the champion spot. Individual awards were also received. Congratulations to the Horseketeers for their outstanding performance. Their hard work has truly paid off. Excellent Explorers Chicken Chain Show. 2 Chatham County 4-H'ers competed in the Excellent Explorers Chicken Chain Show on March 9th, 2024. The Excellent Explorers Chicken Chain project was put on between Chatham, Guilford, Alamance, and Moore counties. The Excellent Explorers 4-H Chicken Chain is a multi-county chicken project where youth receive day-old chicks, then raise them to show at about 6 months later. Youth gain valuable skills in responsibility, life cycles, animal husbandry, and money and budget management. 4-H'er Ari White of Chatham County placed first in the intermediate showmanship portion of the show. You're invited Betsy's Bash and 60th Anniversary Celebration, a celebration and fundraising event in support of the Betsy Jeff Penn 4-H Center. Saturday, May 18th, 2024, at the Betsy Jeff Penn 4-H Center from 4 until 8 p.m. at 804 Cedar Lane, Reidsville, North Carolina. All the proceeds from this event will support the Betsy Jeff Penn 4-H Center. If you would like to support the center by becoming an event sponsor, please refer to our sponsor packet for more information on sponsor levels and benefits. For questions, you can contact the center at 336-349-9445 or email the center director, Stacy Burns, at Stacy, Stacy_Burns at ncsu.edu. You can learn more about Betsy's Bash and purchasing tickets by clicking on the links in the Growing Chatham newsletter. Just visit go.ncsu.edu/Growing Chatham 424. April is here and it's time to start planning your garden. Here are some updates from Matt Jones. Grafted Heirloom Tomato Plant Sale is coming up. The Extension Master Gardeners Volunteers of Chatham County are again offering an online grafted tomato sale while supplies last. Plants are $6 each and are available to order now. Plants can be picked up by appointment at the Chatham County Agriculture and Conference Center on May 3rd and 4th, 2024. To read more and to access the order form, you can click on the link in the Growing Chatham newsletter. Here are some highlights of outstanding Extension Master Gardener volunteer accomplishments in 2023. The 2023 North Carolina State Extension Master Gardener Annual Report celebrates the contributions of over 3,900 Extension Master Gardener volunteers working under the leadership of Extension professionals in county extension centers across North Carolina, helping North Carolinians learn and grow sustainable gardens, landscapes, and communities. The report highlights the diversity of work in counties across North Carolina and features stories of our collective impact, improving lives and growing our state. There are 3,970 Extension Master Gardener volunteers, 225,136 volunteer hours, $6.7 million value of volunteer time, 280,934 residents have been reached through our Extension Master Gardeners. Common insects of wildflower plantings within North Carolina turfgrass, a field guide. Urban insects play crucial roles in our lives, whether as pollinators of plants, prey for other animals, decomposers, or as a connection to the natural world. Insects face threats from urbanization, including habitat loss, improper pesticide use, invasive species, and reduced food availability. Therefore, it is essential to learn how to understand and conserve our insect neighbors. Planting native wildflowers is one way to support insect populations. These habitats not only attract pollinators, they also provide habitat, refuge, and other resources to many diverse insect types. This guide is not a comprehensive manual for all insects in wildflower plantings. Rather, we introduce readers to some of the most common visitors to gardens in North Carolina, particularly in turfgrass-dominated areas. By sharing these insects, we hope to promote a deeper understanding and appreciation of the ecology of urban wildflower gardens. You can access the field guide by clicking on the link in the Growing Chatham newsletter. Here's a guide to understanding and addressing PFAS in our communities. Exposure to per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances is an emerging issue of concern for North Carolina and its residents. The occurrence of PFAS may have significant effects on our health and environment. This extension publication is a guide to understanding and addressing the PFAS in our households and communities. Information in this publication may be helpful for extension agents, community members, and others who are interested in learning more about PFAS and their potential impact on our lives. You can access the link to this publication in the Growing Chatham newsletter. New Easy Edibles tag in the Extension Gardener Plant Toolbox. Many thanks to Scott Zona and the Extension Gardener Plant Toolbox team for adding a new tag, Easy Edibles. Use the directions to identify the edibles most likely to thrive in your landscape. You can click on the link in the Growing Chatham newsletter to access the Extension Gardener Plant Toolbox by visiting go.ncsu.edu/Growing Chatham 424. Okay, we're moving on to Sustainable Ag News. Piedmont Region Organic Production Focus Group. As part of the Southeast Transition to Organic Partnerships program, Carolina Farm Stewardship Association is leading a series of focus groups evaluating barriers to certified organic production in North Carolina and South Carolina. CFSA plans to host 6 focus groups, 3 in North Carolina and 3 in South Carolina, encompassing different regions of each state. Piedmont Region Organic Production Focus Group, April 12th, from 6 until 7 p.m. at the Chatham County Agriculture and Conference Center in Pittsboro. These focus groups aim to gather information from certified organic farmers and those transitioning to organic farming regarding their experience with obstacles in acquiring and keeping their certification and the effectiveness of government programs. This group will provide valuable insight into how organic farmers are coping with the challenges of transitioning to organic farming and the effectiveness of available programs. Information gathered will be used to identify areas of improvement to help farmers become and remain certified organic. As part of the SETOPP program, the content gathered will be used to aid Carolina partners in future programming to support producers in acquiring organic certification. Challenges identified will be discussed with SETOPP regional leads and all the way up to the USDA. In the focus groups, producers will be briefed on the group's objectives, the utilization of collected data, and measures taken to safeguard contributors' anonymity. There is no cost to attend the event, and dinner is included, but pre-registration is required by April the 10th. You can click on the link in the Growing Chatham newsletter to register for this program. Coming up is the Piedmont Farm Tour on April 20th and 21st, 2024. The 27th Annual Piedmont Farm Tour will be Saturday and Sunday, April 20th through the 21st from 2 until 6 p.m. both days. Once a year, these scenic and sustainable farms producing food, flowers, and fiber across 7 Piedmont counties open to the public to raise awareness of local agriculture and raise funds for Carolina Farm Stewardship Association. The farm tour is a great opportunity for kids, foodies, locavores, gardeners, new or aspiring farmers, locals, and visitors to connect with our farmers and gain a better understanding of what it takes to produce vegetables, meats, fruits, flowers, local foods, and value-added products that we all enjoy purchasing at local farmers markets. This year's farm tour features 31 farms, 8 of which are on the tour for the first time. Complete details about the Piedmont Farm Tour are on the CFSA website, including a list of all the farms and a link to purchase a ticket. You can find that link in the Growing Chatham newsletter. Just click on the CFSA website highlighted in green in the article. Ground nesting bees should be appreciated, not feared. Usually in early spring, Debbie starts getting calls from people nervous about seeing hundreds of bees hovering over their lawn. Actually, they don't know if they are bees or a wasp, but they worry their kids will get stung. Several folks over the years have told Debbie about the environmentally toxic methods they have used to try and destroy the bee nest, which is unfortunate because not only are they poisoning their soil and groundwater, but they are also needlessly killing off a beneficial early season pollinator that poses no practical threat to humans. We have approximately 560 species of native bees in North Carolina, and about 70% of them, close to 400 species, nest in the ground. The vast majority of bees are solitary, meaning they work alone to provision their nest with food, which is pollen, to raise their young, unlike social bees such as honeybees and bumblebees, which work together as a colony to raise their brood. Ground nesting bees can be found in different types of soil, from sandy to clay, on sparsely vegetated areas like lawns with patchy grass. Examples of ground nesting bees include mining bees, cellophane bees, sweat bees, digger bees, longhorned bees, and mallow bees. As a group, ground nesting bees are active from February through November, although each species usually has a fairly short time period that it provisions its nest. For example, some of the earliest and most visible bees are the mining bees that start nesting in late February, early March. These mining bees are actively nesting from about early March to mid-April. They are important pollinators and provision their nest with pollen from early blooming plants. Learn all about these bees and why you don't need to fear them on the Growing Farms website, where you will see lots of photos of different species of ground nesting bees and their nest. So just click on the highlighted words in green Growing Small Farms website in the Growing Chatham newsletter. Farm tax webinar recordings available for viewing online. The Chatham County Center of North Carolina Cooperative Extension conducted a farm tax webinar series in February and March for farmers, nursery growers, beekeepers, and other ag professionals. Each webinar was approximately 2 hours long and included a presentation plus a question and answer session. Topics include Farm Tax Business Info 101, Schedule F income, Schedule F expenses, and farm sales, taxes, and exemptions. You can visit the Growing Small Farms website to links to the recordings and additional farm tax resources just by clicking on the green link in the article. By visiting go.ncsu.edu/Growing Chatham 424. Here's what's happening in the livestock world. Poultry Processing Workshop coming up April 27th, 2024 from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. at the Alamance Community College in Graham, North Carolina. This is a classroom plus hands-on workshop about backyard bird basics, processing procedures, hands-on processing. Registration is $25. You can click on the link in the Growing Chatham newsletter. If you have any questions, contact Alamance County's livestock agent, Lauren Langley, at lauren_langley@ncsu.edu, or just give her a call at 336-570-6740. Chatham County Fencing School is coming up, and there are a few spaces still remaining. The 2024 Fencing School in Chatham County will be held on April 9th. You can click on the link for more information and to register via Eventbrite. Extension, we're eager to share our expertise with you. We're here to help. From improved breeding techniques to dairy record management systems, we deliver research and expertise to support those in the business of managing and caring for animals. The Animal Science Department works in cooperation with North Carolina State Extension to educate the public on the latest technology and information through short courses, events, and clinics. And our 4-H programs and livestock science camp encourage youth to explore career opportunities in animal agriculture and animal science. You can learn more about our extension areas by clicking on the link. Save the date, Piedmont Forage Growers Conference, April 17th from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. in Seagrove, North Carolina. Discussion will include advanced topics in general forage management, forage species selection, and soil fertility. We will also visit a bale grazing demonstration site, so just click on the link in the Growing Chatham newsletter to learn more by visiting go.ncsu.edu/Growing Chatham 424. Moving on with some forestry news. Tree Improvement Webinar Series begins April 2024. Module 1, Introduction to Forest, Genetics and Tree Improvement, is coming up April 5th. Module 2, Modes of Selection and Tree Improvement programs coming up April 12th. Module 3, Breeding, Designs, and Genetic Gain in Tree Improvement programs coming up April 19th. And Module 4, Employing Tree Improvement Concepts for Resistance Breeding coming up April 26th. All modules are available via Zoom and begin at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just click on the link in the Growing Chatham newsletter for details and registration information. Coming up April 10th, 2024, it's another webinar, Tune Up Your Tree Farm Inspector Skills, from 12 until 1:30 p.m. Do you get frustrated filling out the tree farm inspection form? Are you confused about what to put in the notes section or how to answer the indicator questions? If so, this training is for you. In this interactive webinar, Dave Halley and Brian Holka, both seasoned tree farm inspectors, will teach you how to properly fill out an inspection form and will provide specific guidance on each of the 8 certification standards. As the North Carolina Tree Farm Program begins assigning this year's re-inspections, this is a timely webinar for trained inspectors who want additional support on how to produce inspection reports correctly the first time. So click on the link for more information and to register in the Growing Chatham newsletter. We missed Arbor Day. It was celebrated on March 22nd. Just because we missed Arbor Day does not mean we can't celebrate it. Arbor Day is all about giving thanks to your trees. There are many ways that you can celebrate your trees every day, and here are a few ideas. Pick up the litter. The trees clean the air for us. Let's clean up the ground for them. Get outside. You can't show your gratitude to the trees from indoors. Get outside and spend time in nature. Plant a tree. What better way to celebrate our trees than planting one? Learn more about how to plant the best trees with the reforestation page. Learn tree identification. Learn what trees are around you and their individual benefits. Check out our new tree identification resource, helping you identify 21 of North Carolina's most common trees. Understand invasive species. You can protect trees by understanding invasive species that harm them and utilizing best practices to avoid further spread. You can learn more about the invasive species on our Forest Health page. Manage your woodlots. The best way to have healthy trees is by learning forest management. Discover how to manage your forest land with our Forest Management page. Arbor Day can be any day when it comes to your trees. So just click on the link in the Growing Chatham newsletter to access the resources that were mentioned. North Carolina Extension helps people tell the trees in the forest. During a recent county program in Wilkes County, Simon Gonzalez highlighted the work of Area Specialized Agent in Forestry, Nathan Gatlin, and his efforts to educate the public on tree identification during the sparse winter months. You can read the full story by clicking on the link in the Growing Chatham newsletter. Just visit go.ncsu.edu/Growing Chatham 424. Now let's head into the kitchen. In our home safety and nutrition section, cuisines around the world highlight Italian. Explore the richness of Italian cuisine, renowned for its diversity, shaped by the distinct characteristics of its 20 regions. Each region is influenced by its unique geography and terrain, offers a fascinating array of flavors and culinary customs. You can read more about this in the Growing Chatham newsletter. Plus, Tara has shared some delicious recipes for you to try at home. Nationwide, more than $10 billion lost to fraud and scams last year. Become a scam detective. This is a virtual lunch and learn session the second Tuesday of the month, April 9th at 12 p.m. Join us virtually and learn simple ways to identify and protect you, your family, and your community from fraud and scams. For more details, you can click on the link in the Growing Chatham newsletter. It's that time of year to start thinking about preserving your foods at home. Coming up on April 9th from 10:30 until 11:30 a.m. at the Goldston Public Library, it's Preserve Your Spring Garden, Drying, Freezing, and Quick Pickling. There are additional dates for Preserving Food at Home classes. So check out that calendar in the Growing Chatham newsletter. Save the Date Kitchen Creators Summer Camp with Tara Gregory, Family and Consumer Sciences Agent, July 16th, 18th, 23rd, and 25th, and August 6th, 8th, 13th, and 15th from 9:30 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. These classes are opened to ages 11 to 15. It's $35 a day. You can register in 4-H online. Don't miss Tara Gregory's video, Yummy and Easy Snacks for Kids. Check it out by visiting go.ncsu.edu/Growing Chatham 424. Here's what's happening in our home finance section. Organize your important household papers. This is an introduction. One of life's most important lessons is distinguishing what is trivial from what is not. While we're tempted to lump our personal documents among life's petty details, their significance can be major. How quickly could we access our birth certificates, immunization records, wills, vehicular titles, or even 3-month-old credit card statements? Did we file them away, and if so, where? How long would it take to find or replace them? A systematic plan for keeping track of important papers can save hours of anxious searching. When something happens to us, it allows our loved ones to readily locate our health care powers of attorneys, insurance policies, medical records, and outstanding bills. If we experience fire, flood, or theft, we can lay our fingers on essential documents without delay. If we're meeting with an attorney or financial advisor, we can prepare in an hour rather than a week. Even on an everyday basis, systematic record keeping makes it easier to pay bills on time, find receipts, and share paperwork chores. What's not to like about that? In this lesson, you will identify and inventory important papers, organize your home office space, organize and or replace important papers, and set realistic goals for getting organized. When you click on the Organize Your Important Household Papers introduction, you can click on the Home Finance section to get started by visiting the Growing Chatham newsletter. We've reached the section for our Ag History lesson in the Growing Chatham newsletter. This month, we're focusing on technology, how it revolutionized farming and home life at the Norwood family farm. Technology evolution, a reflection on everyday innovations. Often we overlook the significant changes in technology that have occurred over the years. When we incorporate technology into our daily routines, it's easy to forget that these tools are designed to simplify our lives. Take tractors, for instance. In the past, fields were plowed with mules, pulling plows. The introduction of tractors revolutionized this process, making field work much more efficient. Similarly, consider toilets. Before indoor plumbing, people had to venture outside to use outhouses. Today, we might find it inconvenient to brave the cold for a restroom break, but without the invention of modern toilets, that would still be the norm, just as it was for our ancestors. Check out the video to see how technology revolutionized farming and home life on the Norwood family farm when you visit the Growing Chatham newsletter by visiting go.ncsu.edu/Growing Chatham 424. And while you're visiting our newsletter, if you have not joined our mailing list, go ahead and sign up for it. The link is available at the end of the newsletter. We've come to the end. I'll be back in May with more updates from our extension agents. Until then, have a great month. I'm Tiffany Hancock for North Carolina Cooperative Extension, Chatham County Center.